Back again, guys. Okay, time for something a little bit different again. Well, our summer season's starting to wind down, and all of a sudden people are starting to think about inshore chasing flathead. That's a bit strange. I think it's a little bit too early. There's still mackerel and stuff offshore, or there was until the weather started. But anyway, guys have been asking, they've been going through the tackle boxes and finding like what I've got here, some of their favourite lures. And you can see that slightly bent and they're rusty and they're buggered. I'm not going to be using them. So I'm just going to change some hooks over. I know for a lot of you guys, this is going to be very simple and easy. For some people, they still struggle with this, so I'm just going to go through the steps and how easy it actually is. And then after that, we're going to also have just a quick chat on this, okay? Something else we get asked about. So, first of all, you just want to get some trebles. I've got two here, okay? They're a number 2. They're going to be fine for this. They're actually a little bit heavier gauge than the hooks that come on it, so it might interfere with the action a bit. So what I'm going to do is that the middle hook was absolutely terrible. I'm going to leave the middle hook off this and just run 2 heavier hooks, so hopefully it doesn't interfere with the action as much. And see how it goes with hookup rates. I think it should be fine because most of the fish are on the treble on the back. But we'll see. If I start missing a few fish, I'll just go get some other hooks and put 3 back on, 3 lighter gauge ones. But for the moment, we'll go slightly heavier, one either end. We'll leave the middle one off. Okay, you can see that one's absolutely shocking. So, what we do, I see a lot of guys take one hook off, grab the other one, put it on. That's a long way around. You don't have to do that. What we do is with these small rings, they're only a light gauge ring, you get these little tweezers like pliers, these things. This one here is Wilson, I believe. Actually, no, sorry, this one's a Samaki one. Sorry, they've got Samaki's printed on the front. Wilson do them too. They're about $10 and they just work so well. They're nice and small, you can see a little point at the end on these little rings. This method I'm showing you, what we do here, works on all size split rings up until the big GT poppers, the big heavy duty rings, hooks, but you can't use these little pliers. You'll have to buy pliers to suit the rings. Okay, there's a few different sizes, but ask your local tackle shops about that and they'll should be able to help you out what size for what you need for what rings. So what we're going to do here, hopefully you guys can see it. First of all, I've moved the end bits up so you got the little where it finishes on top, and I've got the hook down to one side. Hopefully you can see. I'll show you in a second. Now I'm going to do is put the pliers in so the ring sits on the point and just open it up a bit. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Then I'm just going to work around to the first hook's on, the old rusty hook's on. There we go. So hopefully you can see that the old rusty hook is ready to come off. It's right. Now instead of taking that all the way off and then redoing it again for the new one, just get the new one and slide it on next to the old rusty one. So what we're going to do is in one motion, one's going to come off, one's going to go on. Just move that around a little bit further so there's room for this one to fit on. Okay, so that one's, the new one's on, the old one's on. Now what we do is flip the lure around and just grab the ring with a pair of pliers here and start spinning both the hooks and the ring. Okay, see the old one fell off, the new one's on. One motion, one go. How simple is that? I hope you understood that, and hopefully you saw a bit, but you should get the general drift. Now we'll just do the same with the front one. And move the hook around so it's ready to come off. Okay, so there we go. What we'll do is just get the old hook in there. Sometimes you move the lure around till you get where you want it. It's just a lot easier. I always put that down below and up. It just seems easier for me instead of going up and down the other way. Just open it up. Old hook in. Now we'll just move it along a bit so we make some room for the new hook. It's easy just to hold the ring with the pliers when you're trying to move the hook along. Now I've got the new hook. See, the split ring's already split from the old hook. You should be able to slide that straight on, like so. See, they're both on there, both on the ring. Now once again, just pinch the ring with the pliers and just work the hook along. Just work it along. One falls off, one goes on. There we go. This is ready to go chase a few flatties now. Hopefully it won't miss the middle hook too much. We'll see how it goes. But that's it. It's very simple. Now these just throw them in the bin. Next thing I wanted to show you. A lot of guys asked about UV. What lures are UV? I'm 50-50 on this. I don't know if I believe it or not. Some guys swear by it, other guys not so much. This is going to be your call. But guys who come in the shop and want to know which one's a UV, because apparently that's what fish see, they see UV. A lot of lures have got UV on them. You'd be surprised how many and how old the lures are. But what a lot of guys do, especially this time of year for flathead fish and stuff, they come in the shop, they buy little UV torches like this. They come in the shop, so I'll just turn it on and it'll go through past the lure wall and you'll see what's UV. You can see that's white, it's not. So what I'm going to do is just turn these lights off. Hopefully it doesn't annoy you too much. That's one, that's two. It's dark, eh? Come across here to the tackle box. Look at that. UV. Okay, so you can walk along the walls in the tackle shops, just looking, and you'll see the UV just start glowing like that under black light, under a UV torch. And some guys swear by this when they're flathead fishing, all they use is lures with UV. You can see not all of them have it. I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I'm 50-50. I've caught fish with it, I've caught fish without it. But doesn't that look good? So if you ever see somebody in a tackle shop walking around with a torch, you know what they're looking at. They're looking for UV lures. Oh, that's very dark. Yeah, so I'm going to say your call, judgment call on whether you want to use UV or not. Like I said, I've caught fish with and without it. I think most of us have. But it does look pretty cool. I just thought I'd just give that quick explanation, because you will see a lot of guys walking around shops with this. Even on skirted lures and stuff, all lures, like even skirted lures for marlin, a lot of the skirt trace are UV. Shine these torches on them, you'll see the skirts light up. Anyway, that's it for this one. That's just a quick little one to change a few hooks. Don't forget, you can just use that method on all the sizes, all the split rings, jigs, everything else, up to GT poppers. You just have to update your pliers. Like these are small ones for the small rings, and just bigger pliers for the bigger rings. Okay? And once again, tackle shops will help you with what pliers for what rings. Anyway, thanks again, guys. Oh, and if you like these videos, please can't even speak. Subscribe and like the videos, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks. Bye.